Arriving at Watchpoint Gibraltar. Hello and welcome to another review. This one is of Overwatch, Watchpoint Gibraltar. It's a very large set, the biggest set for Overwatch. It's set number 75975, 730 pieces for $89.99. And it's a pretty tall set. Let's take a look at the minifigures first. This is Farah, and I'll take her off so we can take a closer look here. Somewhere right there. Nice printing in the front there. I really like the silver on that. Standard stud shooter gun. Yeah, a little bit on there that shoots out. The winging here, if we can focus it. This is pretty cool. I like what they did back here and actually how that's designed to kind of get her wings back. The helmet's cool. Of course, she has more faces under that helmet. If I can bring it into focus, maybe not. Right there, she's angry. Looks very much like her. And then the back one, just there. Nothing much there. Really cool figure. Uses the Nexo Knight's armor with 2 different colors on it. Really a fan of that. Now let's take a look at Mercy. Pretty cool print on the body there, which goes into the legs there. That's cool. A staff build. Another kind of cool backpack with some back printing, which is not really seeable with that. Awesome hairpiece. Yep, I really like that hairpiece. But then looks like she's kind of sick. Her face is supposed to be flesh colored, and it shows it on all of the media for this figure, except this is really pale, and I've heard about that, and this is actually pretty disappointing. The first time I've actually seen it like this, so that's Mercy. And here's Reaper. Awesome chest print. He comes with like the ghost lower body part. He's got 2 pretty good built. I mean, for what you can get, you know, he's got pretty good built guns. And he's got his mask there. And he's got the cloak, which is pretty cool. I forget if he has another headset. Nope. So, just your standard head there. Nothing special there. And then we have the big guy, Winston. And I've heard other people talk about his face, and I agree. It looks off. I don't know. It's like too flat or something, which admittedly with these big figs are pretty hard to do. His gun is kind of made to look like it. It's got a lot of stickers on it for just a gun. But it's still kind of cool, and it gets it across for what it is. And then his jetpack, it's also got stickers on it, which is kind of cool. Nothing overly special. It's kind of a cool built-up build there. But now let's get to the main ship here, and the biggest part. So this is the top cockpit. Let's take a look inside right away. And it's really simple. You can put 1 figure in there. There's not too much going on there. And there's a second cockpit, which you have to take this off to get into there. And same thing with there. So it's actually a pretty towering model here. And then you have a little base where the little drone can park and get lifted up onto there, which is pretty cool. This side thing actually I really like. It's a nice little build for a crane, you know, mechanism to hold the ship in place and, you know, get to it. I really like how down there they use like the big brick like column piece to actually represent the piping. I think that's really cool. Let's take this ship down and take a closer look. Let's take a look at the back here. And it's all like that. Pretty simple, nothing special really there. However, as we look at it, we can pull it apart and open up different parts. So this back here opens up. If I can get it in there. I had a little trouble with it, but that can open up, and you can see in there. And there's a banana and a beverage. Kind of interesting. Not a whole lot of space in there. Not really any chairs. They kind of make it look like there's chairs in there, but not too special. Then one of the interesting things is, if I can do this with one hand here, is they can actually pull apart like so, right there. And then you get kind of two ships. I'm not overly a fan of that because it just, I don't know, it seems like it just isn't necessary. You got weapons on the side there. The thruster came off of this one, and you got just the back, and you have two ships. And I don't know, I just not a fan of it. One thing that I do like though is how these wings are designed. It kind of gives it a nice angling, which looks pretty cool. And it's just using bars and clips. And you have the engine part here. One of them broke off because it's kind of just on there with a stud. And that's pretty much the review for it. I think for the amount of money it is, you do get the value, but some of the build is questionable in my opinion. The ship being able to disconnect, I don't think was necessary. The figures are great. This tower's great. So the landing pad's really cool for as much as it's not much of it. And these things can bend up and down and move so that the rocket can fly up and have no problems. But that's pretty much it for the set. I would say it's a pretty good set. I like spaceships, and the figures are awesome, so I would say it's definitely worth it. So thanks for watching this. Hope you can try and like it or subscribe to my channel. I'll try to get better at everything, but right now I'm going to get in this ship and try and fly away. Thanks again.